And the closer we get to the end, man, the more serious things is gonna get. The less joking is gonna be taking place, man. You know, you gotta have the tunnel vision. You know what I'm saying? That tunnel vision mindset to be focused, be stoic, to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? To be focused on salvation and making it through what's about to get ready to happen. That's it. You know? But all the other shit is out the window, man. All that joking and playing shit, it's a wrap for that. You know? It's a wrap for that shit, man. You know? So let's grab something else real quick, man, cause hey, shit finna get real turned up out here. You know? And all this shit that Trump is doing, all this shit that Trump is doing, it's all set up. You know? It's all set up. He's doing the bidding of people that's above him. You know? All this shit that Trump is doing, there's people set up above him telling him what to do. The new world order is being established right before your very eyes, man. You know? The new world order is being established before you people's eyes, man, and y'all can't even see it. You know, because y'all too focused on folly, too focused on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This is why we can't wait for these things to happen, because we want to see the look on you people's face after we done warned you. This word has went throughout the entire earth, and Jake's still playing fucking games, man. You know? Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans alike, all still fucking playing games. When the Lord is moving right now. He's setting the pieces in place for great judgment to happen. And Jake's still fucking playing games. You know? Even niggas that know that they're Israelites still fucking playing games, man. What more you motherfuckers that's out here that don't even try to acknowledge it? The Lord is just gonna do a clean sweep of you niggas, man. You know, and we ain't gonna shed not one tear. We ain't gonna feel sorry for none of you motherfuckers, man. You know? We ain't gonna shed one tear for you, man. I see a bitch get dragged in the alley by a gang of men. Hey, I'm walking straight past that motherfucker, man. You know? I see dead bodies of children in the streets. Hey, I'm keeping my head focused on what's ahead of me. You know? I'm not letting nothing distract me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling sorry for nothing. I'm not finna get on the ground and weep. You know? If I see an ex-bitch I used to date with her head severed on the ground, I'm walking straight over her ass. You know, I'm stepping right over her damn dead body. You know? That's the type of cold spirit that we gotta have in these times coming, man. That's the type of cold spirit we gotta have in these times coming. And look at these women, man. Walking around by themselves, drunk. You know what I'm saying? It's nighttime. Got a lot of alleys, got a lot of abandoned buildings, and you got bitches walking around with no husband, no man, walking around single after having a few drinks. You know? Just not having a care in the world. So let's see if they have that same spirit in these times that's happening. Right now, things are already in the making. You know? So we can't wait for these things to happen, man. Let's grab something else real quick. Like, done. KJV. Let's see. It says okay, yeah, let's grab this real quick. And this is Jeremiah 25:33. And it says, "And the slain of the Lord," you know, that's in all caps, so we know that that's talking about the Heavenly Father Yahweh. It says, "The slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth," which means that the Lord is going to be sending out judgments globally. It's going to be it's a global judgment that's going to be happening. You know, Because these famines and these things like that's about to get ready to take place, that's going to be global. The Lord is going to be sending out judgments all the way from one end of the earth all the way unto the other. Why? Because you got Israelites scattered from one end of the earth unto the other. Israelite was scattered throughout the four corners of the earth among all nations. You know, so the Lord is going to be sending out judgments everywhere Israel dwells. You know, because they didn't repent and come back. So the Lord got judgment that's going to be at one end of the earth all the way into the other. You know, and that's the slaying of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the chariots that's on top of that. That's gonna come when Yahushua returns, who people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. The chariots, which are the so-called UFOs, they're gonna get busy. You know, going around the earth shooting laser beams on motherfuckers that don't bow to the slaughter. Hey, they gonna bow to the slaughter, man. You know, they ain't gonna have no choice. Them laser beams gonna be turning motherfuckers to straight powder. You know, motherfuckers gonna be getting put head first into slavery. You know, laser beams gonna be getting shot out by the UFOs, and it sounds like it sounds like a comic book to people that have no idea what's about to get ready to happen. But this is why it's gonna be such a miraculous thing that's gonna happen, because people don't even expect it. You know, but that judgment is going to happen from one end of the earth unto the other. Like I said, especially when Yahushua comes back with that great multitude of chariots, man, they're going to be going around the earth hitting motherfuckers with laser beams. You know, so it's going to be beautiful, man. You know, but it says, and the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung. They shall be dung upon the ground. You know, so the Lord is comparing these dead bodies to shit that's on the ground, man. Dung, which is shit. You know, he said all of these dead bodies all these people that he's gonna judge, all these dead bodies that's gonna be on the ground from the Lord's judgment are gonna be on the ground like shit, like dung on the ground, you know? And people are gonna be even stepping over these bodies like shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you see a pile of dog shit on the ground and you just step over it. You know, that's how people are gonna be treating the bodies of all these deceased people that, you know, there's a came that you know what I'm saying, that the Lord put that judgment on. You know, they're gonna be like shit on the ground, man. It's gonna be so many fucking dead bodies, man. It's gonna fill the air with the smell of death. That's how many dead bodies it's gonna be. The atmosphere of the fucking earth is gonna be, you gonna feel death throughout the earth. You know? You're just gonna feel the death in the air, man. You know that song where, what they say, that song, I can feel it in the air. You're gonna be able to feel death in the air. That's how much killing the Lord is finna get ready to do. That's how much judgment he's gonna be sending out, man. You know? So, hey, we can't wait till this time, man, because, hey, we know that we got to get through this shit, man, to get the kingdom of heaven. We know once the kingdom of heaven is here, once Yahushua split those skies open, man, and he returns, man, and with those multitude of chariots, once he do that, we know, hey, it's all over. You know, that big relief. We know that it's all over. You know, the only thing that we gonna hope when Yahushua return is that we get delivered. You know what I'm saying? That's all our hope is gonna be. You know? But everybody else, man, it's gonna be straight death out here. You know? And motherfuckers ain't ready for that, man. You know? All niggas worried about some pussy. You know what I'm saying? Working a 9 to 5. You know? Getting income tax at the end of the year when that shit is about to get taken away. You know? Because a lot of motherfuckers owe student loans that they can't pay back. So what Trump is he's finna take away your income taxes. You know? And that's gonna get used to pay the balance of your student loan off. You know? Garnishing paychecks. That's finna make motherfuckers go crazy. On top of taking your Section 8 and all your you know what I'm saying, your government assistance away. You know? So the Lord ain't playing, man. Hey, great judgment is coming on this earth, man. You know? And we constantly repeat it because that's what we were set up to do, to give you the warning. You know? To let you know how serious this is. But our people don't seem to get it. And like I said, Jake just hard-headed, man. They ain't gonna get it until it's at their doorstep. You know? Until they just laid out on the ground like dog shit, man. You know? That's what it's gonna be. So let's grab one more real quick. And then I guess we'll that'll be that. So let's try to find one more real quick. Not that one. Cause things finna get turned up, man. Like I said, we can't wait, man. We done did our job. You know, as prophets, we done came out here, you know what I'm saying? We done uploaded videos for you. You know, cause everything that we're doing, we're working out our own salvation, but at the same time, we're serving you Jakes that's out there. We're being a help unto you. We're giving you the warning. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to help your ass out while helping ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But Jake don't see it that way. They think they can just give their life over to Jesus Christ and they all good because the world has lied to them about who the Lord truly is, man. So now they don't fear the Lord. They feel like they can just repent at the last minute and they all good because they don't know the Lord. You know? They don't know the Lord, man. So, hey, when the Lord really finally closed that door of mercy, man, you locked in wherever you at. You know? Whether you done good, whether you got the Lord's mercy or whether you don't, you locked in wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I can grab one thing real quick. Slakia, bear with me. Let's see. All right, yeah, let's grab this one real quick. This is Zephaniah 1:14. It says, "The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly." You know what I'm saying? All these tough ass motherfuckers that's in the military, these motherfuckers gonna be crying like straight bitches. You know? That's what the Lord is about to get ready to bring, man. You know what I'm saying? And our people, they ain't worried about it. You know? They rather go to the club, get some bitches, get some bottles, and they think everything all good. You know? The Lord about to get ready to come down on niggas' heads, man. The Lord is about to get ready to come down on you people's heads. You know? And hey, people be listening to us, man. They hear our message. You know what I'm saying? They walk, you know what I'm saying, with their head pointed away, looking from us, but they hear our message, man. This dude that just walked past him, he looked back like 5 times hearing what I was saying. You know, these people, they hear our message, man. They act like, hey, what we saying don't cut to their spirit, but it do. You know? They listen to what we're saying, man. You know what I'm saying? And when I said that great day of the Lord is near, hey, he felt that in his spirit. These motherfuckers know, man. You know, they know we ain't just out here bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? They feel that we know what's about to get ready to happen. They know that we know what we talking about. You know? But this is Zephaniah 1:14, and it says, "The great day of the Lord is near, It is near and hasteth greatly, which means it's approaching quickly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. Like I said, you got motherfuckers in the military that train, ex-Navy SEALs, ex-military, you know, Navy vets, you know, people like that seen war. Even they gonna cry bitterly of what's about to get ready to come. You know, because they this country that they done fought so hard for, you know, seeing their comrades get blown to bits for, is going down the toilet. You know, and these Edomites, they get emotional about this place because they know that this is their, they feel it in their bones that this is the last, this is the end of them, which it is. You know, this is all they have left, and it's crumbling. You know, so these mighty men, they're gonna cry bitterly for a lot of different reasons, because this country is going down, because they're gonna have to witness their friends and families suffer for what's happening on this earth, for what's happening to this place. You know, and not only that, they themselves are going to be going through these hard times that's coming. You know, so these motherfuckers, they going to break down. You know, and a lot of motherfuckers going to commit suicide. A lot of motherfuckers going to want to commit homicides before they commit suicide. You know, because we know these Edomites, they like to take motherfuckers out with them before they take themselves out. You know, so a lot of that is going to happen. But it says that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. And that's basically going into the missiles. When it says a day of wasteness and desolation, you know what I'm saying? That's the grand finale of that time when them nuclear missiles get shot off. You know, when them nuclear missiles get shot off, hey, that's it. This America is done. When World War III actually pops off, you know, and it gets to the point where it goes nuclear, you know what I'm saying? When Russia and America finally gets to that point where they lock horns, you know what I'm saying? And neither one of them backs down and it starts to go nuclear, America is done. You know? All these different countries that hate America, they all going to join together to shoot missiles on this place. And anybody that's over here when the missiles get shot off, hey, you getting cooked with nuclear fire. You know? You don't want to know what it feels like to get cooked with nuclear fire, man. The temperature of a nuclear missile is hotter than the surface of the sun. So when them missiles, when you feel them missiles, then you're gonna know what it's like to feel the surface of the fucking sun, man. You know? That's real. And it's gonna be the end of Esau. You know, end of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, his kingdom. This is it. This is all he have left. And then all these nations, they going head first into chains, into slavery. Under the Israelites, the true Israelites, not those fake ass Jewish gutter rats that's over there in Israel right now claiming to be us. You know? So I think that was it, man. With that, man, I'm gonna go ahead and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.